Okay, so I've got my satellite image set up. I've got True North set up as well. And now I've also opened up the AutoCAD file there so you can see how it looks. I'm not going to do anything in AutoCAD, I'm just showing you that. But then in Revit, I'm going to go to the ground floor plan and then go to the Insert tab where you've got Import CAD. But before I insert it, I'm just going to do one extra step, which is something I like to do. I'm going to duplicate the ground floor plan. Yep, duplicate. So right-click on ground floor in your floor plans, and then go Duplicate View, Duplicate with Detailing. Yeah, so right-click on the ground floor plan, and then go Duplicate View, and Duplicate with Detailing. Actually, yeah, maybe I will. Yeah, draw the reference planes if you haven't already, because it will help a little bit with the AutoCAD. Yeah, may as well draw the reference planes if you haven't done that already. In sight. Yeah. Yeah.
So which one are you going to bring first?
The ground floor print. Yeah. So I'll duplicate with detailing, and then it'll be ground floor copy 1 is open, and then under Insert, Import CAD. And then in AutoCAD Export, it's the longer name. So ground floor plan, ground floor print, that one. But then also, before you click open, just make sure you tick down here, current view only, down in the corner. Current view only? Yeah. That's the most important thing. So really important you tick that current view only option when you import your AutoCAD file. Yeah, it's fine. So? No, leave them. Yeah, but make sure you shouldn't see them when you're inserting this because you should be in the ground floor copy. Yeah, it should be ground floor copy 1. So you're going to right click ground floor, then duplicate with detailing. Yep, just duplicate with detailing. Yep, that's it. Yep. So then on the Insert tab, go to Import CAD, and you'll be up the same point as me. Yeah, Insert, Import CAD, and then tick Current View Only. Yep, so then, go and find the file. Yeah, that's right, 2D. Yeah, we're going to make it 3D now. Exactly, it is. Exactly. That's it. Yeah. That's right. But at least it gives us the measurements. Yeah, that's right. That's normal though. You get lots of drawings from the old people. Yeah. The columns? Oh yeah. Yeah, and I'll give you a file for the columns. Yeah. Okay, so make sure you found that file. Really important, you tick current view only. Make sure that's ticked down here, and then click open. And you'll see it's going to be pretty close to the right spot. But do you think it's facing the right way? So which way is it facing? Can you tell from the walls? So I'll give you a tip there. It's not facing the right way. We've got to rotate it. So it's upside down, and you can't rotate it until you unpin it. So if you select it, you'll see the pin icon comes out. So just click on that, and then it's unpinned. And then you can click rotate up on the modify panel. And this time, just click a line. So just click a point anywhere. bring it around, and then type 180.
Why do we need to rotate it?
So it's the other way, it's facing the wrong way. So we want to have it so that the street's at the top, and then you've got the other street down the side here. Okay, so then we want to move it, and you can just drag it here, because there's no point lining it up too precisely, because you can see there the reference planes aren't going to be that precise anyway. Don't worry, because the reference planes were just a guide. The satellite image is never going to be perfect. Right, so don't worry if your reference planes, you can see there my reference planes are bigger than the floor plan. But I'm not worried, because I know the satellite image isn't perfect. It never will be, because it's a perspective. Right, so it doesn't really have a scale like a floor plan does. It's close, but it's never going to be perfect. Okay, so that's it. We've got the AutoCAD drawing inserted, but so you can see what that current view option did, go back to the original ground floor plan or any other floor plan, and you're not going to see the AutoCAD file. Right? And you don't want it, because would you want the AutoCAD file to show up when we go into a 3D view or something like that? Would you? No, that's right, you wouldn't want it. Exactly, that's right. We're going to make it all 3D, so we don't want to see this 2D AutoCAD file. We only want to see it in the view that we've made for it. And that's why we copied the view. So you can rename that view. It's called Ground Floor Copy 1. Right click, and then you can go to Rename, and we'll call it Ground Floor DWG. Yep. So that's a view set up just for the AutoCAD file. It's there when you need it. But once you're done with it, you don't have to use it anymore. So I've just saved my file. That's it. So from this point on, you'll get a lot of the building done fairly quickly. But I'm just going to show you how to check your other measurements. So you can see here I've opened up the Section 1 AutoCAD file as well in AutoCAD. And this is something I'll do. Sorry? Yeah, they are. They are. Big buildings like this, they need thick walls to hold it up. Yeah. Oh, yeah, of course. That's nothing. In like the early skyscrapers in America, like in Chicago, they've got walls that are about 3 meters across.
So how we can find those walls here?
Oh, we'll make them.
How we'll make them?
Yeah.
How we'll make them?
In Revit, edit type.
Is it like we edit
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's it. Yep. So, okay, so open up the section view as well, because we're not going to insert the section. There's no need to insert the section into Revit from AutoCAD. It won't help us really at all. That's right.
Which one?
Yeah, that's right.
One or section 2?
Section 1. Okay, so open section 1, and then you've got it there to use for measurements. So you can see here, I've put all the level heights, starting from the basement to ground floor, level 1, level 2, and so on.
Oh, we need to go on the side and
Yeah, so you can see those measurements. So what you need to then do is go back into Revit and go to one of the... You can go to the section actually, so you can go to section 1. Yeah. And then you're going to see it's got this annoying crop region.
Yeah.
So this is in Revit, so I've gone to section 1, and then you're going to see the same thing. You've got this crop region. So that rectangle there, have you seen that before when you go to a section view? Like that just crops your view. So do you know how to turn that off? This thing? Yeah, you can hide it, but you can also, you want to turn it off as well. Yep. So the button down next to the glasses, down here. Yep, so next to that you've got the button that hides it, but you've also got to go to the button to the left of that and turn it off. Right? So you've got to do both things. Right, and then you should see the other reference plane. If you zoom out enough, make sure you can see them both. Yeah, you might need to zoom out. So just zoom out so you can see it. Still can't? You might have drawn the reference planes at an angle. That's okay. Just go back and have a go at drawing a straight one. Yeah. Yeah. So you can always just go back and draw some in a minute that are straight. So you'll need them though, because what you need to do then is extend the levels. And this is really good for projects set up like this, where it's a big building. Make the levels bigger than your building. So here you can see my level isn't as wide as the building. We know the building's as wide as those reference planes. So I'm just going to extend those levels, both ends, so they cross the reference planes. Then, right, so we can see the levels there are at least as wide as the building, because the reference planes tell us how wide the building is. So then I'm going to go in and change the height of level 1. Exactly. That's it. Yeah, that's it. That's why you want the AutoCAD file, so you can change these measurements as you go.
We need to make another one, like the basement one.
That's right. That's it. So you know where the level button is on the architecture tab. That's good if you remember. So it's on the right there near reference plane. You've got the level button, and then you need to make all the levels for the whole building. So just using the level button. So I'll do a few more. So here, if we go back to AutoCAD, level 2 is 8670. This is going to be good practice switching between programs. And notice how I'm trying to make them all the same length. So if you start on the left-hand side and then go to the right-hand side, you'll see it's going to show you when they're lined up. Don't worry if they're not, you can always stretch them afterwards. Okay, so 12870 is the next one. So 1770. Yeah, on the architecture tab. So 21270. Level 3. I just press escape and then see if it lets you do it again. Yeah. So level 6 is 25470. And you need the parapet level as well. That should be the last one, 30870. And I've left level 7, which was roof 29670. So I'll just do one more, and then I'll have a look at any issues you've got. Okay, so there's the setup for the levels. I'll just do a couple more little things that you'll see in the video if you miss it, but I'll remind you again in a sec. So I'm extending the reference plane so they cross all the levels, which is a helpful thing as well. Yeah, just try pressing escape and then try again. Click level and then click on the left hand side. Yeah, above that. Yeah, that's it. Click up there, click, and then go to the right. and click another point. Oh, you haven't turned cropping off. So click on the button down the bottom next to that show crop region. There's a button that looks like the cropping squares. Click on that so there's a cross on it. There you go. That's it. So you were drawing them, it's just so hidden. Okay, so now we'll go into one of the other elevations. So I've gone to west, and now you can see the levels there as well. And I'll come around and look at any problems you've got in a sec. So I'll just extend these reference planes here as well, and I'll show you some things about that in a minute. But that's the basic setup you want. Yep, sure.